Minimalism is just rich people cosplaying poverty. If you have money, this is minimalism. If you're poor, this is just failure. Minimalism itself is not the problem. The issue is how it's been repackaged as a luxury identity. Let's rewind. Minimalism in the West began in the 1960s as a radical artistic code. Think Donald Judd, Dan Flavin, with raw materials, simple forms, and no hidden meaning. It was an in-your-face rejection of expressionism and symbolism. Minimalism was then loud, political, and deliberately stripped of sentiments. Meanwhile, in post-war Europe, brutalism, a different movement that did more with less, didn't pretend to be neutral. It was defined by exposed concrete, communal housing, and a clear social purpose. It shouted politics, building homes for everyone, showing structure instead of hiding it. People fought for it too, like in Covent Garden, London, where locals pushed back against demolition plans from modernist city planners. Doing more with less got political. Over time, the powerful minimalist aesthetic was rebranded. Clean lines and empty space became the luxury canvas for influencers, brands, and showrooms. What was once an avant-garde protest became a quiet status symbol. And that leads us to today. When influencers show off capsule wardrobes or minimalist luxury furniture, it is framed as freedom. But when someone has almost nothing because they're broke, no one calls that minimalism. Now the meaning is completely different because one is a choice and the other isn't. Minimalism tells you to own less to feel free. But if you already live with less because you can't afford anything else, it doesn't feel like freedom at all. Even the idea of buy fewer, buy better quietly assumes that you can afford to replace your cheap clothes with €100 linen shorts or oak furniture. Take tiny homes. In theory, they're a smart, sustainable response to housing crisis. In reality, developers market them as luxury lifestyle choices. In France and the Netherlands, people now pay more than $80,000 for one of these minimal living pods. They're no longer solving housing problems, they're rebranding them. And then there's all the green, mindful consumption. Bamboo forks, thin wooden chairs, reusable water bottles. But people are still buying, they're just buying aesthetics. Now here's why I want to pause and highlight that not all minimalism is the same. In Japan, minimalism is tied to wabi-sabi, an ancient philosophy about impermanence, humility, and the beauty of what's unfinished or imperfect. And it's not about showing off how little you own while following a trend, it's about how much you can live without performing it. So if you can actually afford that $30,000 coffee table, please think twice and wonder why you're buying it.